Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a faucet. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm love, time to bring the bass back.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go, set, 18 Gator. Pilot, 64, weak.
On first down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, echo.
Now it's Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And past the 30 down to about the 27. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. He stiff arms it. And now running right through it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You've got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result, not one that's satisfactory to them.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
Hey. Hey, check Mike. Go. You ain't got nothing. Hey.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Gotw Smith. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 16, Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He gets it to Brown. Good play. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
And the Titans' first down.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
A first down carry for Henry. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Here we go. 60 or. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, horrible.
At the Jaguars' 39-yard line.
Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed.
And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Ryan Tannehill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. Caught here by Conley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
At the 23-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Box drop, box drop.
Baby, that's baby shot. Watch it. Hey, check back.
Here's Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Go!
Here we go. Hey, check back.
Got a man. It's Brown. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey.
Here I come.
Get it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the draw now with Chubb.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Mike's 54.
From the gun, Jackson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Now Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Tyree Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 14-10. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That one complete to Dede Westbrook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his tight end, Austin Safarian Jenkins, for a Jags touchdown. Austin Safarian Jenkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. Hey,
Get ready.
Tannehill. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
check, Mike.
Go.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Mike 6. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the twist.
80 weapons.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
On the 6. Hey, high 7.
Check, Mike 6. Watch the slant. Mike 6. Oh, yeah.
Deep river.
Again, Tannehill. Complete. It's Henry.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, Wahoo!
They're running it. Mike 55. Watch one. Mike 50.
To the air again, Tannehill. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Down.
Tannehill now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Move. Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. Squeeze, double.
Hey, Charlie.
Check Mike. Watching the guard.
Tannehill throwing again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, a 22.
Ready, break. Topper.
No.
Hey, Alpha.
44 to Mike.
Hey.
44. Mike 44.
Shoot.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Mike Bobo, you ain't going nowhere.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. Going to throw deep for the... Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 21-17. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jeffrey Simmons. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They go play action with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And this is incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8. The 45-yard line.
Bravo! Let's go!
From the 45 on 2nd down, Tannehill. He's good. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play that time for the Titans. 41 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Gotw Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Chubb with a 1st down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 42-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the pass, watch the pass.
Jackson now. Flushed out right. He's got the hook up with Conley. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
94. Hey, exit.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Jackson. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Tannehill on 1st down. Got a man, it's Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take
Pilot, 64, weak.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Watch your slot.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Mike 6. Mike 6. I got you. Pump. Check this.
61, match box, lights.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Turn it up.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Tennessee.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Undercut, undercut, undercut. Hustle, hustle.
On first down, Tannehill. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now Chubb. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Titans 31, Jaguars 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Caught here by Conley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided in one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The kick by Lambeau is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Ready. Right there in the middle, 55. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Hey.
One last shot for Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. But, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open.